Okay, hi, grade nines. So we carry on with the homework demonstrations, section 9.2, page 357. This is question 7. So let's have a look at it. Okay, so I won't do all of them, but on the other hand, I won't make up fake questions either. So I will pick a couple for you to do. Let's do question D. Okay, so 7D says negative 1 over 6. All right, you notice how I punt the sign up to the numerator? That's just a habit I do because at some point you should make a decision what that sign belongs to. It's a good idea. Negative 1/6x is less than 5. By the way, okay, will we need the special rule here? Need the special rule. In other words, when we multiply and divide both sides of an inequality, okay, when we multiply or divide both sides by an inequality by a negative number, you have to reverse the direction of the sign. Do we need it here? Yes, we do. Yes, we will. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, of course, the reciprocal. All right. Wow, spell that, Mr. Smith. So negative 1/6. The reciprocal is, I'm just going to flip this over to be 6 over 1, and I'm going to keep it negative because I want a positive x. So what does that look like? Well, let's just use a different color for the reciprocal. Both sides are going to get the negative 6 over 1 treatment, all right? So whatever I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other side, okay? I'm going to multiply both sides by a negative 6 over 1. All right, now I can switch back to my pink. Okay, so that was negative 1 over 6x is less than 5, which is the same as 5 over 1, right? Same as 5 over 1. And what do we get as a result? Okay, well, the whole point of the reciprocal is to make the fraction go away, right? So you've got negative 6 times a negative 1, which is a positive 6. A 1 times a 6 is a 6, and that becomes a 1, and a 1x is just an x. Now, I kind of broke my rule from the previous video. I said immediately after you multiply both sides, flip and reverse that sign, okay? I did multiply both sides by a negative. We definitely need this special rule. And by the way, what do we have over here? 5 times a negative 6 is negative 30, and 1 times 1 is 1, so we don't need that 1 on the denominator. This is our answer, okay? X must be greater than negative 30. Again, the left side, just to explain this again, the left side fundamentally started out as negative because of the negative coefficient. We changed it from a coefficient point of view fundamentally to a positive, okay? And so that would create an imbalance. Without flipping the sign, we would go from, a truth to a falsehood, right? So we must rebalance. What started as negatives become positive. Therefore, let's compensate that and flip it. Okay, we can do one more. I did 7D, right? Whoops. Just going to pause here for a sec. Okay, I'll do one more. I'm going to leave B for you. Let's do one with a decimal. Okay, so let's do this one. All right, so we've got 2 is greater than or equals to x over 1.2. Now look, the right side here where the variable is located. Before, the previous question, the variable's on the left side, so I got focused on the left side. The right side is going to be positive, and I think it's going to stay positive. All right, I don't see any opportunities here to multiply or divide by a negative number, so I think we're going to say special rule is not needed. If I can just write a little bit better. So special rule, remember where you have to flip the sign, special rule, okay? Not needed, okay? And I'll show you why here, because if we're dividing by 1.2, why not multiply both sides by 1.2? That seems like it would make sense to me. If I want to get rid of this denominator, again, some of you are tempted to cross multiply. That's fine. It's not a problem to cross multiply. But we're multiplying both sides by a positive. So this sign will stay the same, okay? And the double of 1.2 is the same as double of 12. Double of 12 is 24. Double of 1.2 is 2.4. And that's your answer. Okay, that's it for question 7. Just wanted to give you a couple of more examples, okay? Cheers, grade 9s.